Welcome to Incredible India, a journey through its 28 diverse states. This video will explore the history, heritage, and must-see tourist attractions of each state, starting with an alphabetical look at some of the most vibrant regions. We begin with Maharashtra's tourist attractions. See the ancient rock-cut caves of Ajanta and Ellora, or visit the iconic Gateway of India in Mumbai and take a ferry to Elephanta Caves. For hill stations, explore Lonavala and Khandala. For a spiritual journey, visit Shirdi, the Sai Baba temple. Next is Manipur, the jewel of India. Formed on January 21, 1972, its capital is Imphal. The state animal is the Sangai deer, and the state bird is Mrs. Hume's pheasant. Classical art forms include Manipuri dance and Thangta martial art. Manipur's history spans from the ancient Meitei kings to achieving full statehood in 1972. Heritage highlights include the sacred Kangla Fort, Loktak Lake with its floating islands, and Kibul Lamjau National Park, the world's only floating national park. Explore Manipur's attractions. Visit Loktak Lake and Kibul Lamjau National Park by boat after driving from Imphal Airport. Discover Kangla Fort in Imphal City, hike Shirui Peak, and visit Mora, the Indo-Myanmar border town, which requires permits for border crossing. Moving to Meghalaya, the abode of clouds, known for the world's highest rainfall. The state was formed on January 21, 1972, with Shillong as its capital. The state animal is the clouded leopard, and the state bird is the hill myna. Cultural forms include the Nongkrem dance. Meghalaya's history involves the Khasi, Jaintia, and Garo kingdoms, British influence starting in 1826, and its separation from Assam in 1972. Notable heritage sites are Nokkalakai Falls, Mausmai Caves, Maflang Sacred Forest, and the living root bridges of Nongriat Village. Meghalaya's tourist attractions include Cherrapunji, known for its root bridges. Visit Dauki and the crystal-clear Umgat River. Explore Malinong, Asia's cleanest village, and the scenic Elephant Falls near Shillong. Next is Mizoram, the land of the Highlanders, formed on February 20, 1987, with Aizawl as its capital. It is highly literate. The state animal is the Himalayan serow, and the bird is Mrs. Hume's pheasant. Culture includes the Shara bamboo dance. Mizoram's timeline spans Mizo migration around the 17th century, British control, and the Mizo Accord ending a long insurgency. Heritage highlights include Vantong Falls, Merlin National Park, Phongpui Blue Mountain, and traditional Mizo textiles. Discover Mizoram's tourist spots. Visit Aizawl City, accessible from Lengpu Airport. See the majestic Vantong Falls, best visited in the monsoon season. For nature lovers, explore Phongpui National Park and Palak Lake, Mizoram's largest lake. We move to Nagaland, the land of festivals, formed on December 1, 1963, with Kohima as its capital. It is home to 16 major Naga tribes. The state animal is the Mithun, and the bird is Blythe's Tragapan. The Hornbill Festival is a key cultural event. Nagaland's history highlights include the fierce independence of the Naga tribes, the Battle of Kohima in World War II, and its eventual statehood. Key heritage sites are the Kohima War Cemetery, Zuku Valley, and Konoma, Asia's first green village. In Nagaland, visit the Kohima War Cemetery and trek Zuko Valley. Attend the famous Hornbill Festival in Kisama Village every December. Explore the unique conservation efforts at Konoma Village, one of the oldest fortress villages. Finally, Odisha, the cradle of Odissi, one of India's classical dance forms. Formed on April 1, 1936, the capital is Bhubaneswar. The state animal is the sambar deer, and the bird is the Indian roller. Artistic traditions include Patachitra painting and Sambalpuri weaving. Odisha's rich history includes the ancient Kalinga kingdom, Emperor Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism, and the construction of the Sun Temple at Konark by the Eastern Ganga dynasty. It was the first Indian state formed on a linguistic basis in 1936. Odisha's heritage shines with the UNESCO-listed Konark Sun Temple, the spiritual Jagannath Temple at Puri, and the temples in Bhubaneswar. Nature's heritage includes the Chilika Lake, Asia's largest coastal lagoon. Key tourist attractions in Odisha include Puri, home to the Jagannath Temple, and a major beach, reachable by train or a 65 kilometers drive from Bhubaneswar. Konark Sun Temple is also accessible from Bhubaneswar and Puri via bus services. Visit Chilika Lake for boat rides and Irrawaddy dolphins. Drive 100 kilometers from Bhubaneswar to Balugaon or Ramba. Alternatively, Explore Simlipal National Park, reachable by train to Baripada or a 300 kilometers drive from Bhubaneswar, offering jeep safaris. Next is Punjab, the land of 5 rivers, formed on November 1, 1966, with Chandigarh as its capital. The state animal is the blackbuck, and the bird is the northern goshawk. Culture is expressed through Bhangra, Gidda, and Fulkari embroidery. Punjab is known as India's breadbasket and the center of the Sikh faith. The Golden Temple is the world's most visited pilgrimage site. Baisakhi marks the harvest festival, and Punjabi music has a global influence. Punjab's timeline stretches from the Indus Valley Civilization to Alexander the Great's invasion. The powerful Sikh Empire gave way to British rule, leading to the pivotal Jallianwala Bagh massacre and the mass migration during the partition of India in 1947. The heritage of Punjab is defined by sacred sites like the Golden Temple, historical landmarks like Jallianwala Bagh, and cultural experiences such as the Wagah border ceremony. Notable forts include Faridkot and Philor. To visit the Golden Temple in Amritsar, fly to the airport or take a train from Delhi. The Wagah border ceremony is a 32 kilometers drive from Amritsar, held daily before sunset. Anandpur Sahib is reachable by train or bus from Chandigarh. Kila Mubarak in Patiala is accessible via a 65 kilometers drive or train from Chandigarh. It also houses a state museum. This concludes our tour of Punjab's main attractions. Rajasthan, the land of kings, was formed on March 30, 1949, with Jaipur as its capital. The state is represented by the Chinkara and the Great Indian Bustard. Traditional arts include Ghumar dance and blue pottery. Rajasthan's culture is known for its majestic forts, palaces, and vibrant festivals like the Pushkar Camel Fair. The state is renowned for its royal cuisine and desert traditions, holding almost 25% of India's total forts. The history of Rajasthan is marked by the resistance of Rajput kingdoms against Mughal rule, including Maharana Pratap's Battle of Haldigati. It later became a British protectorate, unifying as Rajasthan after India's independence. Nuclear tests were conducted in the Thar Desert. Rajasthan boasts UNESCO heritage sites like Amer Fort and Chittorgarh Fort, the largest fort in India. Other highlights include the Keoladeo Bird Sanctuary, Jaisalmer's Golden Fort, and the Lake Palace of Udaipur. Jaipur is reachable by air, train, or road from Delhi. For Jaisalmer, fly directly or take an overnight train. Udaipur is accessible by flight, train, or a 6-hour drive from Jaipur. Ranthambore National Park is near Sawai Madhopur, offering tiger safaris. Sikkim, the land of the Mystic Mountain, was formed on May 16, 1975, with Gangtok as its capital. The state animal is the red panda, and the bird is the blood pheasant. Culture revolves around sacred lakes, monasteries, and the Kanchenjunga Peak. Sikkim's history began with the Chogyal monarchy in 1642. British influence started in 1861. After India's independence, Sikkim was a protectorate before joining the Union in 1975. Its culture is a blend of Nepalese, Lepcha, and Bhutia traditions. The heritage of Sikkim includes Kanchenjunga National Park, a UNESCO mixed heritage site. Explore the Rumtek Monastery, Changu Lake, and Kechiopalri Lake, a sacred wish-fulfilling lake. To reach Sikkim, fly to Bagdogra, then drive 125 kilometers to Gangtok. Permits are needed for some areas. Rumtek Monastery is 24 kilometers from Gangtok. Guru Dongmar Lake requires special permits and a high-altitude jeep drive. Tamil Nadu, the land of temples, formed on January 26, 1950, with Chennai as its capital. The state animal is the Nilgiri tahr, and the bird is the emerald dove. Its vibrant culture features Bharatanatyam and Carnatic music. Tamil Nadu's timeline spans the ancient Pandya, Chola, and Chera kingdoms, centuries before the Common Era. The Vijayanagara Empire and European powers followed. Its classical heritage is preserved in thousands of granite temples. The state's heritage includes the Great Living Chola Temples, a UNESCO site, and the Shore Temple at Mahabalipuram. Visit Meenakshi Amman Temple and the colonial remnants in Chennai and Pondicherry. Tamil Nadu's attractions include Chennai, accessible by plane or train. Kodaikanal, a hill station, is reachable by road from Madurai. Madurai is also home to the Meenakshi Amman Temple, a major pilgrimage site. Mahabalipuram is a 60 kilometers drive from Chennai. Kanyakumari, at the southern tip of India, is reachable by train. The Nilgiri Mountain Railway, a UNESCO site, runs from Mettupalayam to Ooty. Telangana, famous for its IT sector, and Hyderabad, was formed on June 2, 2014. The capital is Hyderabad. The state animal is the spotted deer, and the bird is the Indian roller. Culture includes Kakatiya architecture and Kuchipudi dance. Telangana's historical timeline covers the Kakatiya dynasty, the Delhi Sultanate, and the Qutub Shahi dynasty, which founded Hyderabad. Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb annexed Golconda in 1687. Later, the Nizams of Hyderabad ruled until 1948. Heritage highlights include the Charminar, the iconic Golconda Fort, and the Ramappa Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for Kakatiya architecture. The Salar Jung Museum houses one of the world's largest private art collections. Tourist attractions include Charminar and Chowmahala Palace in Hyderabad, accessible via the airport and metro. Golconda Fort is 15 kilometers from the city center and hosts an evening sound and light show. Visit Ramappa Temple, a 200 kilometers drive or a train to Warangal followed by a taxi. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, 165 kilometers from Hyderabad, offers boat trips to Nagarjunakonda Island with Buddhist ruins. Tripura, bordering Bangladesh, was formed on January 21, 1972, with Agartala as its capital. The state animal is Fair's leaf monkey, and the bird is the green imperial pigeon. Cultural forms include Hojagiri dance and Risa textile weaving.